Steve Hawley, who used to be the morning weatherman on WITN. How long ago was that now?
That was 14 years ago.
Was it really?
And I only know that because Abby was just about a year old when I left.
How are Abby and Ethan, your beautiful children?
They're doing great.
How old are they now?
14 and 11, about to be 12. And
are they still as beautiful as they were when they used to sit on my lap and call me Uncle Henry?
Yes, Abby's changed a little bit though.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I won't have Abby be sitting on my lap anymore, Dad.
I appreciate that.
That was just when they were. But I used to think they were the most beautiful children.
Thank you.
Until my grandchildren came along, and now
that happens.
Yeah.
That happens, but they both did the shift this year to junior high and to high school.
Well, they're great
or
kids.
Middle school and
great
high school.
kids. All right, let's talk about Greenville Grooves. What's happening on Friday at the Town Common?
Well, you know, Greenville used to be this place people would come to all the time for live music. Had a great reputation for it, mostly in the bars. But the situation's kind of changed over the years, and one of the things that we've been trying to do is reestablish Greenville as a musical destination. And Carol Dashiell helped with getting Greenville on the African American Music History Trail, especially with Billy Taylor being from Greenville. And our city manager came on a couple of years ago and said we should be doing more of these live at 5, after hours things to encourage people to come out, bring the community together, do more music to kind of reinvigorate that musical scene around Greenville and make it very family friendly and an awful lot of fun. And not just Sunday in the park, you know, it's a great thing to have on the weekends, but this is something more of an end of the week, a kickoff, a celebration, a great time, much like Free Boot Friday is during football season. But this is just something a little bit different. And so this year we looked at African American Music Appreciation Month, which is the month of June, and we wanted to set up some concert after 5 o'clock to really start to begin that celebration, especially with being tied to the music history trails. So this Friday at 5:30 at the Town Common, Carol is bringing his show, and it's not just his Motown show. He's actually changed the show for us. So it's got a lot of contemporary music. It's got Motown. It's got R&B. He'll have some surprises, some good guests in it, and it should be a great time for the whole family, the whole community to come together.
Yeah, I was reading about it on Greenville Headlines. Frank Dooley, our writer, wrote something on GreenvilleHeadlines.com about it a while back, and I was excited because if you've ever seen Carol's Motown show, and of course Carol has performed with a lot of the Motown. We talk about the fact that he was in Aretha Franklin's band at one time. He's traveled and performed with the Temptations and the Four Tops. He's just one of the top musicians in the country. And of course, for people who don't know Carol Dashiell, he's he's a professor on the staff at the School of Music at ECU. But the music is incredible, and the Motown stuff is just stuff. You know, to hear all the old Motown songs in the show that he used to do in February. I don't think he's doing it anymore on campus. But this is a new opportunity for people who've never seen Carol and the bands that he can put together perform all the Motown stuff, but it sounds like it's going to be a little expanded from that.
It is, and it's a stellar lineup like he usually has. You mentioned Aretha Franklin. One of the band members actually plays in Aretha's band. I think he's coming into town either Thursday night or Friday morning to be here for the concert. So he'll be there. One of his other band musicians has signed a contract, I believe, with the New York Metropolitan Opera.
Wow. And
will be leaving to join them shortly after the show. I believe Christy, his daughter, who was featured on that NBC show, the Sing-Off. That's right.
Yeah.
I believe she'll be there. Wait, I shouldn't be giving away the surprise guests. There are going to be surprise musical guests.
So she might be singing some Aretha.
She very well may be.
She may belt out a little RESPECT.
That's right.
Yeah, that would be cool.
It'll be a great thing. And Carol likes to have, his old band members, but he always likes to keep at least one or two very young guys so that they can take some of that old stuff and put a little different vibe to it. So you may hear some Aretha with a little bit of a hip hop vibe to it, or just different things to keep the music fresh and new and exciting. And he's always fun to watch.
Oh,
and
he's so talented.
Involves the audience so much. It's a great presentation.
All right. So what time on Friday?
Starts at 5:30. We'll have a couple of local community groups like the Wright School of Music. We'll have a group out there doing the warm-ups. One of the African drummers, I think his name is Latif Ezekiel, will be out there. And there's one other group that they changed at the last second. I can't remember who the new group is now. But so we'll have a couple of community groups. Carol will hit the stage, I think, about 6:15. But we understand the 5:30 show starting off should be fantastic as well.
Now, is there going to be food and drink out there on Friday or not?
We'll have some water out there. We'll have a misting tent because it's probably going to be hot. I think they're going to have a couple of vendors that are going to be selling small things.
Right.
So you
Like
can bring
soft
a picnic.
drinks and that kind of thing.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think the Kona Ice guy will be out there because it's going to be so hot, and he's always been great at Sunday in the Park. So bring a picnic, or you could buy something there, or potentially go to the concert and then go to one of the restaurants in the Uptown.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so it's called Greenville Grooves.
That's right.
It's a new concert series. Now, is this going to be the beginning of something ongoing, or is that undecided? This is the first one, and there's nothing else scheduled yet, right?
Right, and we're going to kind of take the pulse of the audience
Right.
and talk to folks in town and see what they think. You know, the initial goal was to maybe do it every Friday in June as a part of African American Music Appreciation Month. So maybe one night of the blues, one night of R&B, one night of Motown. But we don't know yet. We don't know if it's the right time. We don't know if it's the right time.
So it's
of
kind
year.
of a test to see if people will come out on Friday night.
Exactly.
You know they'll come on Sunday.
Exactly. And we think that they'll come out because people have said that they want more to do on Fridays after work. And so we're going to open it up and see what we can do.
So bring your lounge chairs.
That's
and
right. A blanket.
And a blanket. And
No alcohol.
no alcohol is allowed.
That's right.
All right. So it's coming up 5:30, and it's all at the Town Common, the Greenville Toyota Amphitheater at the Town Common.